Hey you guys, Ruth Wilson here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do makeup tutorials for beginners. So I am really intrigued, afraid, and yet excited to get into today's video. And if I'm correct, I do think that what I'm about to do has been a trend sometime in the past. So I'm basically using it as a scenario. So for those of you who have watched my videos on YouTube, you would have remembered that I shared with you two different scenarios. One is if you only had enough money to buy one palette, so you have to know what to look for. And two, if you only had enough money to buy two shadows. Today's scenario is you have all the makeup, you've got everything, but there's one thing that you forgot and you ran out of money. You ain't got no brushes. So what you gonna do? So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I will be able, or I'm gonna try to put my entire face together with just two beauty blenders. And if you guys wanna see how this comes out, keep watching this video. So first things first, let me just get this out of the way. I am not going to be using my beauty blenders to apply products that already come with some form of application, and that includes lipstick, mascara, and brows. I already have my pencils to do that. The lipstick, it's explanatory, and then the mascara, it already has its wand. Why would I need to use my beauty blender to apply those, right? So the beauty blender is only going to be used to apply my eyeshadow, which includes matte and shimmer. It's going to be used to apply my foundation, my concealer, the overall face powder, the setting powder. I'm going to try my best to do the contour and the blushes with them as well. So the max face is going to be done with beauty blenders. So for me to get this done, I'm gonna need one beauty blender to be wet so that I'll be able to apply the complexion products, but I'm gonna keep one of them dry so I can apply the dry products like the eyeshadow and the blush and the contour. So I completely forgot to dump my beauty blender. Give me 1 second. So first thing, what I'm gonna do is to get rid of these brows. Now, as I said, I am not using any tools that come with a wand. I'm not going through with any brushes. So now I'm looking at my brows and I need them to be brushed up. Oh, this is about to be fun. All right, so let's let me get these brows out of the way real quick and just hope that they come out real nice, real smooth. All right. In this case, because you're not using any product to get this out of the way, you're gonna have to try your best to do what you can to get this to look real good. Oh my God, I'm scared. Okay, so the brows look really nice and carved, but there's just the one problem of getting it to buff all the way out. So that's gonna be like the biggest problem that I'm gonna have at this point. But hey, we're working with it. We're working with it, all right? So I think the best option that I might be having to make sure that this part here is a little bit more buffed out is more if I use the beauty blender. So I'm not gonna touch the rest of my brows for now, but I'm gonna get my concealer and I'm gonna try my best to clean this up as best as I possibly can. And I'm going to try my best to use the wand itself from here to clean up the brows with as less product as I possibly can. Let's see how best we could try this. So, there we go. Okay, we working with something, all right. So far, so good. Now we're gonna take a little more and we're going to apply the base onto the eyes. And I'm gonna get my beauty blender. Now remember, one of them is for your complexion products and the other one is for your powder products. So you only need to wet one of them. I'm gonna take the damp one, and in this case, the dirtiest one that I have, and we're gonna blend this out. And we're gonna try to blend it into the line that we used to clean up the brow. So far, so good. Okay. Push it into like the edges of my brow to give it that nice feathery look. Hey, this isn't actually looking that bad. I actually like this. Cool. So now I want to apply some product onto my eyes. So what I'm going to do is get my dry beauty blender, and I'm just going to use one palette to do this job. All right, I'm not going to use more than one, and I just want one shimmer, one matte. That's all I need. So in this case, I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's palette. This is the Warrior by Juvia's, and this is a very neutral palette, has lovely neutral tones in them. So I'm thinking of going in with this shade right here on my lid, and then if I'm gonna go with some shimmer, I might as well just probably, I don't know if I should go gold. I'm thinking of going with gold as light as I possibly can go. So now we have my dry beauty blender, and I am going to attempt to take some of the brown right there, as you can see. And now we're gonna get our mirror and swipe this on. Let's see how this comes out. Make sure the edge is in. It's working! Oh my god! Oh, it looks so good too. Look at that, that went on so good. That's really, really good. The only thing is that it's gonna look a little bit unblended, but that's okay. That's all right. And that's why it'll be good to get a beauty blender that has like a tapered side like this. It has the point, and then as you can see, it's not completely rounded. So the rounded part is more for like to stamp onto the face, and this is like for like to go in the inner corners. So it's really good to get one that has a point like this and has literally has a shape like this. It makes things easier. Oh my god, I cannot believe I just applied brown eyeshadow onto my eyes with a dry beauty blender. Oh god, I mean, it's not blended, but that's fine. I don't care. I'll just take the butt and just pat it over the edges so it look nice and blended. All right, not bad. We're gonna blend the inner corner as well. And now I'm gonna attempt to use the same side, and it's okay if it still has some brown on it, but I'm gonna go with the shimmer, of course, using the same thing. And we're just gonna take a little bit, not too much, just a little bit of that shimmer right there. And once again, I'm gonna squeeze. I want to squeeze Beauty Blender so it doesn't go all over the eyes. So we're squeezing it. So you can see I'm squeezing it. So now when you squeeze it, it looks like this. And here we go. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. I don't look bad at all. And just use the butt to try to blend in the rest of it so that it doesn't look too obvious. My god, this is coming out to be so good so far. Oh snap. I'm very impressed. I am impressed, y'all. Mind you, it's not gonna come out extremely perfect because you're literally using your beauty blender to put this on, and it's not being well blended out. So you shouldn't have like lose a whole nerve if it doesn't come out well. But the shimmer, this thing being on the lid, it really goes well for like a beginner if you don't want that much color. So this does not look bad. I'm not gonna touch this anymore. I'm gonna leave it just the way it is. And with that, I'm just gonna apply my mascara. I don't know why. I don't love it, but I like it. It looks good. Alright, so now we are gonna move into the skin. So because I'm kind of finished with the eyes on this already, so I'm now going to apply my primer. I'm gonna tone a little bit because I had cleansed my face already, so it kind of feels a little dry. So I'm gonna tone my face, moisturize and prime, and apply my translucent powder over my face, and I'll be right back for us to apply our foundation. Now, for any of you who would think that I cheat this process, let me tell you that I did not use any brush to apply anything on my face. I used my fingers and my hands to apply my toner, my moisturizer, and my primer, and I used this application to apply the powder on my face because it literally comes with the package. So if it comes with the package, I mean, why sit on it and not use it, right? So now that my face is all prepped and primed, it's now time for us to get into the foundation aspect. You guys already know how this goes, but in my case, I'm gonna be using two foundations, liquid on my cheeks, and I'm gonna go with the stick on my forehead. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because some people prefer the liquid, some people don't. I use both for the fact that I'm trying to get rid of the liquid a lot faster, but I also use the stick because I try to literally control the sweat from melting my makeup. So that way I get to show you guys both sides of the coin. So let's get into the liquid foundation. First, I have my dirty sponge with me, and I'm going in. Ignore this paper here. This paper literally lets me know which foundation I need to use. But I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. It is for normal to oily skin, and this one is in the shade 355 Coconut. So I am now going to put some on my plate. And let's see, and in this case I don't use a lot because I don't need a lot. Might need just a little bit. And now we're gonna use our beauty blender to blend this in. This is the reason why this foundation is recommended for anyone who does not want to have to wear a full coverage foundation. This is literally medium to full coverage, and you can build up on it. In this case, I don't have to get that done. And as you could have seen, I did not apply any foundation underneath my eyes because I'm leaving that for the concealer. You don't need to pack foundation under your eyes and then pack concealer on top of it. All right, so now we're gonna get into the stick aspect so that anyone who's using stick, they will know how easy this can be. So first things first, when it comes to stick, I can simply just swipe and then blend. But sometimes with a beauty blender, it really takes time. It's more likely that you would use a foundation brush to blend this out. If you do it like that, it will be a lot easier for application wise. But in this case, I'm actually going to melt it on my plate first, like so that I will be able to pick it up a lot better and easier with my beauty blender. And in that way, you end up using a lot less product. Trust me. Now that we have that melted, I'm now going to take my beauty blender, pick up some of the product on there, and we're going to now apply it onto the forehead. Now, if I would have wanted to clean up the brows, I could have taken the pointed side and just literally angle it well. Let me see if I could raise my brows so y'all will be able to see it. Angle it well, put some foundation on there, and just draw over the brows to help to clean it up. But my brows look really good. Even though I have not cleaned them up at the top, it looks really really good. I'm actually very much impressed with my brows. I'm very much impressed. All right, now again, we're now gonna go in with our concealer. You guys already know how that part works too. Now usually, as you can still see, there's a demarcation marks with it here. So if you want to, you can go in with just a little bit of foundation, or you can just take your beauty blender and flip it onto another side, and you can use it to try to blend in from the demarcation marks like this. Oh, what was that? Trying to blend in a demarcation mark. See that? Now we're gonna go in with the same beauty blender to set this concealer under my eyes. And I'm gonna go with this, basically pretending as though I do not have the other sponge that I usually use. I am really pretending here. So remember, before you set your concealer, you need to make sure that under your eyes are well blended and they are crease free. You don't want to set under your eye when there's creasing, okay? So in the same line of that, we're gonna go back underneath the eyes and remove all that unnecessary creasing, and then quickly go in with our powder, yeah, and with the same edge, for those of you who've watched my channel, you know that I like to pat this in. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, but I gotta do it with the beauty blender. Okay, so I don't want this to set down, so let me try to get rid of this by... Oh my god. I am so scared! Oh god, I hope under my eye is not gonna look too yellow and then give that nasty flashback. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm scared. Woo! So scared. And now that the concealer is set, let's try to set the rest of this face. I'm going to take my translucent powder from Fit Me, and I am going to use, in light of the same beauty blender, I'm gonna take it and stamp it over the rest of the face, and hopefully I might be able to stamp it over some of the yellowiness that's happening on my face as well, so that I can get rid of all this yellow. This is a revolutionary video, y'all. I don't know who else is like me, but this is revolutionary. So we're taking some of that and we're gonna dip it in there. So I picked up some of the brown product, and now we're gonna set the rest of. If there's too much, put it onto them right there, and here we go. I'm gonna pass it over that to calm some of the yellow down. And don't worry, when the entire face is done, it should look better, right? I hope. I really hope so. My face looks like it is fully set. So now what I'm gonna do is contour. I need to contour this face. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use the edge of this beauty blender to contour my nose. Here we are, going in for the kill. Yeah, we gotta rub that in. There we go. And now let's contour the nose. Or let's try our best to contour the nose. There you go. Whoa, that's deep. That's way too deep, y'all. Oh, God. Okay. Let me see if I can try to get rid of the contouring on my cheekbone. Let's see how we can do. I actually like the contouring here. It doesn't look so bad. You know, the contouring here doesn't look bad. Just to bring it down a little bit. Let's do the other side. Ooh, this beauty blender needs a wash when I'm done. Okay, I think I would have... I don't know what I'm doing now. My contour here looks a little more upward than this one. Is it? Okay, I just need to bring that up a little bit. I know my nose contour looks terrible. Stop, stop. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know how best I can get rid of it. Let me see if I can use... I don't even know how this is gonna work. Oh my goodness. I'm using a dry beauty blender to try to get rid of what I just did. I went a little too deep on it, y'all. A little too deep I went on it. Hey, it looks okay now. Power to the dry beauty blender. Yay! Kind of helped. Okay, so now I need to contour my forehead, even though it kind of looks contour already. So I'm going to take the Dirty Beauty Blender again, and I'm going to go and try to stamp in some of the contour on my forehead. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Because so far, this looks really, really good. So far so good. So the face has been contoured. You know what? I don't usually contour here, but because of the demarcation mark that I'm seeing here, I'm gonna try my best to do it. Let's see. I don't usually contour there, guys. I don't, because it literally puts an extra chisel onto here and literally makes it a lot more pointed than I would want it to be. I try my best not to do all that. Okay, so now that we are sort of chiseled, we are now gonna go in with blush. So I'm gonna take the butt of this beauty blender and just stamp it in here. Pick up some of that product. A little too much product. Probably try to get rid of some on your hand if it's too much. And we're gonna try to stamp this into the cheeks. Hey! Not bad! Wow! And we're taking it into the contour. I want to take some of it. I like to put some of my blush onto my nose tip. Give me that nice rosiness. You're gonna need a little bit more for the other side. The other side looks nice and subtle. This side here looks a little too deep for my liking, but it's okay. The yellowiness on my face doesn't look that bad now, I'll be honest. It's still a little too much for me. This is why I usually use my foundation brush to pat this in, because it literally looks a lot better when you do it that way. Now, I'm actually gonna pass this over with the Dirty Beauty blender to see how much of this product I can actually get rid of off of my cheeks. I think it's a little too much. This looks a little subtle enough. All right. We working with something over here. We working. Okay, so the next item that we want to apply is going to be the highlight. So I got my highlight palette right over here, and I'm gonna use the Dry Beauty blender just to pick up a little bit so we can start small and then build our way up. So let's see, we're gonna go with this one. Go with this one here, right here. Pick up just a little bit, not too much. And we're gonna go and just I'm scared. Okay, let me do the nose first, right? I don't know first. Oh wow, that went on pretty nice. Take the butt, blend that in. Not bad. And highlight my Cupid's bow. And I like to highlight a little bit right here. Okay, so after the nose has been highlighted, I got some faith. I got some faith. Let's have some faith in myself right now, all right? That literally looks good. I ain't gonna lie. I like how it looks really nice, really subtle. That looks pretty dope. It's not too much, not too little. Might be too little, but I would like to put some more on. It's nice and it's subtle, but I want a little bit more glow. I actually like this. I really do. So I'm just gonna use the Dirty Beauty blender, pat over it to make sure that all the products are there. And I now want to take the same highlight and I'm gonna put it right at the tip to do my inner corner highlight like this. It's there. You can see it. It's there. Wow. Wow. So now I'm going to finish this look by adding a mascara on the bottom of the bottom lashes, my black eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to also apply my lipstick and then come back and wrap this up. So I will speed through this process so you guys can still see it. have it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but an entire face done with a dry and a wet beauty blender. Let me give you guys some close-ups. So that's my video for today, guys. I'm very surprised that I was able to challenge myself to do this entire face, except the parts that you already have things that apply with, that come with their own application. But I'm very surprised at myself that I was able to put this entire face together with just two beauty blenders, a wet or a damp and a dry beauty blender. If for any chance you find this video entertaining and even educating, please, please, please give it a big thumbs up, and I implore you to please subscribe to the channel, because that way you are showing your massive support for me and my channel, and I really do appreciate you guys coming on board and doing this with me so that we all can grow and learn together. So that way, right now, I'm gonna head on out of here. I'm gonna go in public looking like this. So thank you so much for watching. In the meantime, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.